Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Johnny Bag Show, where basically day by day I become more and more of a Republican. Not because I agree with Republicans, but because of how ridiculous liberals sound. It's like they're committed to living in a world that is basically Black Mirror. Today I was able to find a video that I thought was so ridiculous. I had to actually double check to make sure that it wasn't fake, like some sort of sketch, like an SNL sketch. That was actually funny though. So anyways, what is happening here is we have an extremely woke professor who is battling basically a kid. This guy looks like he's 16, basically, who sounds exactly like Tucker Carlson, but smarter, way smarter. And the things that this woman say are just like, they're funny at first, but if when you realize that more and more people actually believe this, truly believe this, I don't know, America might be done. I might have to move to Thailand, okay, and have sex with a couple of girls that are actually dudes. But anyways, let's get right into it, see what the hell they're talking about here.
In your speech a few times. So what is your main concern? Since, I mean,
About
honestly, the whole reason police,
yeah.
it is systemic. The issue is systemic because the whole reason we have police departments in the first place, where did it stem from? What's our history? Going back to what Jeremy was talking about, what does it stem from? It stems from people in the South wanting to capture runaway slaves.
It's actually completely wrong. I found that out today. What she's talking about was like some sort of slave patrol. The first real police department in America was in Boston, and it occurred 70 years after slaves were made illegal in Massachusetts. So what this probably lesbian teacher is saying is actually false, but onward. Yeah.
Maybe they shouldn't be heroes. Maybe they don't belong on a kids show.
So I disagree with the what Jeremy said about it because I think cops are heroes and they have to have a difficult job, but we have to have that
All of
fine
them?
life. Oh, I'm not. I mean, I'd say a good majority of them. You have bad people in every business and every.
All of them? She really thought she did something. She really thought she did something with that question. Don't mind this. I got bit by a dog a couple hours ago. I had to go to the fucking hospital. Stupid ass border collie thought my leg was a fucking chicken thigh bone. All of them? No, not all of them. You dumb. You dumb. I'm trying to swear less so that I can actually make money off of YouTube. That's a typical. How is this person a teacher?
Yeah,
Art.
yeah.
Well, wait,
A
wait,
lot
wait,
of
wait,
police
wait.
officers have committed atrocious crimes and have gotten away with it and have never been convicted of any of it. And
And
I say
they.
this as a person who has family members who are police officers.
Can you believe he's the student, she's the teacher? I can't believe this dynamic right now. He looks like he's her father. Like she came from his ball sack. Seriously. He's paying her to teach him, but he's teaching her. This man's getting scammed.
Officers.
Yes, I understand. And this is what I believe. This is my opinion, and this is not popular to say, but I do support our police, and we have bad people, and the people that do bad things should be brought to justice. I agree with that, but I think that I'll say it again.
They haven't.
Here's one thing about, I'm a liberal, I'm a Democrat, but here's one thing about liberals that makes me want to rip my own nails off of my hands. And it is that attitude and tone of voice, like you're just some cockroach and they're Jesus Christ.
But they haven't. They haven't been brought to justice. No. you peasant.
And the whole time she's wrong. Whole time they'll say the whole time while being wrong too.
On that point of they should, right?
Okay, so what is your
And
bottom line point? You're saying police officers should be revered, viewed as heroes?
Classic, right? Won't let him finish. But what's your point then? Well, my point is, so you're saying
They
I
belong
think
on
it's.
TV shows with children?
I think they are
watch?
heroes in a sense because they come to your need and they come and help you, and they have a problem just like every other business. But we should fix that.
It's
But
not
I think they're
business.
heroes. Well,
I
they're
think
a
that's the problem.
program.
It's looking at it as a business because they're actually supposed to protect and serve the people.
They
Not
do
kill them.
protect us. Who do we call when we're in trouble and someone has a knife or?
I'll give her half a point for that. The whole business thing. I'm not down with that because when money gets involved, you'll see this in New York City. Cops will actually stop kids doing some petty stuff, smoking weed or whatever, just so they can write up a couple tickets, get some more money.
We
I
call
wouldn't
the
call the
police.
police.
Why wouldn't you call the police?
I don't trust them. My life's in more
Who would
danger
you call?
in their presence.
Professor, who would you call?
I wouldn't call anybody.
Stop the fucking cap. Stop the cap. She looks like the villain from Aladdin. What's that? Jafar. You Jafar-looking asshole. I wouldn't call no one. I'm just built different. Oh yeah, someone pulls up in my house with a freaking Draco. You think I'm calling the cop? You think I'm calling the cops? I'm taking those bad boys down with my bare hands. I'm built different. Cops? I don't need no help.
Well, would you have if
I'm gonna
someone
pick up the
intruded
phone
your
and call.
house with a gun? What would you have a gun on you, or
No.
who would you call?
It's my time to go.
Okay.
What?
Okay,
Well,
I'm
that's
not going
fine.
to reach out to.
She's not even answering the I swear to God, it's the first time I see it all the way through. She's not even answering the question anymore. She got cornered, realized how stupid. One of the dumb things about liberal policies that I kind of switched over on is the whole idea of like self-defense and guns. Just a 5-minute conversation like this will make you realize, oh, yeah, guns are ugly when they're being used to shoot civilians, but if someone walks into my house, unless I'm Miss Jafar over here where I can take people on my own because she thinks she's built different, I'm going to need a gun. Or I'm going to pray for someone with a gun to come and help me. And so the kid is like, okay, you're not calling the cops. How are you going to defend yourself? Do you have a gun? And she just goes, nope, conversation's over. What? We are so done in this country. It is not even funny. This is what happens when you don't know. First off, you're the I keep forgetting she's the teacher. Oh my God, she's so bad at her job. I keep thinking she's the student. These are the teachers, folks. Imagine she was. We do have politicians like this that are never challenged, and when they are challenged, they walk away. On both sides.
With a gun, there's not much you can do at that point. Calling the police is kind of.
Oh, who is this? The fat kid from Jimmy Neutron? Yeah, if someone walks into your house with a gun, there's not much you can do. How about I take this fucking Beretta and shoot you in the dick? How about that? That's something to do. Calling the cops isn't going to do much. Go on YouTube right now and look up stories of home invasions. What you'll notice is a pattern, which is number one, having a dog helps a lot. Dogs will start barking, the guy will run away. Or, let's say they get past the dog, they're in your house. Before they even get in your house, you say, I'm going to call the cops. They run away. Let's say they still don't care. They walk in. You call the cops. By the time they start hurting you, let's say they want to rape you, right? They're about to rape you. Those blue lights are going to start flashing. They're out of there. What is this pancake-looking motherfucker talking about? Calling the cops is not going to help you. In what universe? So you're just going to allow someone... Dude, if I was a criminal, I would move to California right now. Wherever they are, that's where I'm going. Because people in this state really believe that if a criminal breaks in, you don't need a gun and you don't need to call the cops because cops are more dangerous than the criminal. So I'm just going to walk in, make myself some pancakes, make myself some breakfast, rob the whole house, and see you later. Because no one's calling the cops, no one's shooting me in the dick. Beautiful. You guys got it all figured out.
And I know that it's not popular for me to say that to you guys and people in here, but that's what I believe about the police.
Okay,
And,
thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you
Thank you
guys
very much.
Oh my God, she is so triggered. She's got to be like in her late 20s, 30s. This dude looks like he's 16, man. And he's so calm and collected. She's like, okay, you got to stop. Thank you very much. Thank you. Stop. Some people are so spoiled in life. Not even financially, just like emotionally. They can't stand being wrong.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
I will say, yeah, I'm glad you did say that, even if I disagree with you. It's important that.
And we should fight for the right for people to say things that we don't even like. Right?
I agree with
Facts.
what you say, but I'll fight for your right to say it
Bang.
within some
Amen.
extent. I'll say.
Okay,
agree.
folks.
Did you hear in the end? Oh my God, that's not even funny. That might have been the worst part. These dudes are finding common ground, which is all that we need in this country. It's like, hey man, we disagree, but you know what? I'm going to fight for your right to disagree with me. I love you. Okay, everybody shut up. That's what she does. She walks in like, shut up. No. Get off the Zoom call. No, none of that. She needs to be fired. I've never wanted to punch someone I've never met like this hard in my life.
Okay, guys. Yeah, okay, that's cute. Talking about the the First Amendment, freedom of speech, and it's all cute or whatever, but it's racist. So stop.
About that. It's stunning, man.
Whoa, hold on. Is this the dude from First Take? Wasn't this guy talking about basketball 2 weeks ago?
Professor's explanation for some of those answers. I mean, what you were saying, I think almost everyone listening is like, yeah, police are heroes. And you, of course, said by and large, there are exceptions, but she refused to accept that answer. What was her argument?
I think her argument, and good morning, and thank you for having me, Will. I appreciate it. I think her argument was, she's more of a left-wing person. And
California.
she was trying to get a gotcha.
You see that? Cypress, California. If I'm a criminal, I'm taking a plane to Cypress, California, and I am going to town on that town. Okay? I'm robbing everyone. And no one's going to be calling the cops on me because cops are more problematic than criminals.
Moment out of me. And I just remained calm and respectful and gentle with her arguments. And I think she was trying to get that gotcha moment and to confuse me and just say, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you said, a left-wing ideology or a left-wing point of view or left-wing agenda. I think you're right, because clearly in the exchange that I can see here, she's talking about the police department, its history, its ties to runaway slaves. She's tying all of this history to men and women in uniform today trying to protect us from someone who might harm us, invade our home, or whatever it may be. And when you brought that up to her in a longer clip, you said, who would you call? Her answer was what, Braden?
No one. She wouldn't call anybody. And I was expecting an answer such as she would call a social worker, because a lot of Democrats are calling for social workers. And I was assuming she would.
What is that? What is a social worker even going to do? The social workers that I know are the ones with like a clipboard and a pencil, and they're like, so how do you feel right now? Sir, could you stop raping this young woman? No? Okay, well tell me why. What?
Say social worker. And she said, no one. And I said, would you have a gun on you? And she said, no. And I said, okay, well, that was interesting. And I was very surprised by that. And I've never heard an answer like that. It's quite interesting.
Right. What is she going to do to protect herself? She went on to tell you, by the way, that I feel more endangered by the police, which is just statistically insane. It's a total lack of understanding of what the actual situation is in our country right now.
So here's the issue, right? And it's going to be hard to explain this in a couple of minutes and even talk about it. But a couple of years ago, I went on Facebook because a meme told me that Facebook actually monitors what your political agenda is, and it pushes you farther down that road. I went on Facebook into my settings, and of course it said liberal, meaning it was pushing liberal ideas more and more onto my feed, okay? And these would become more and more radical. Some of these ideas that have been pushed on social media is that cops are bad people, all of them. Literally all cops are bad are in your girlfriend's Insta bio right now, actually. They're actually more dangerous than criminals, as that professor said. Now, you can rationalize that in your head when you see it online and no one challenges you on it, because that's how brains work. We rationalize things. The second you say these things out loud with someone who disagrees with you, it's a house of cards that comes crumbling down. It happened to me when I was a super liberal leftist communist. I went to lunch with two of my Republican buddies, and I realized that everything that I believed made no sense. I took it to the chin and grew and became better. Most people react like this teacher, which is this kid is, well, basically she just ended the Zoom call. And it did not seem like she understood that she was wrong, and she's probably in a hippie bar right now drinking an IPA telling her coworkers about a racist kid in her class. That's what she's doing. So America, are we going to get better? Look, do we want a world without cops? No. Okay? I don't want someone walking into my house and me having to call a social worker. I want someone to pull up with a shotgun, dogs, everything, and murdering whoever is probably raping me in my bed. Okay? That's what I want. I want to be able to have a gun under my bed so I can protect my family and I. And that's it. You're just trying to redesign society, and you're not smart enough to do that. You're not smart enough to redesign society. So let's not end up in a Black Mirror episode. Let's try to progress in a better way. just improving on what we already have because it's worked for thousands of years. And, geez, maybe don't go to college at this point, because if these are the professors, or I don't know if this was high school, but, man, just get homeschooled. Other than that, this has been your boy, Johnny Bags. Boom.